Hey guys, it's Generic. In this video, we're going to go through the code.org Computer Science Fundamentals Express Course 2022, Lesson 8, all the questions, explanations, as well as all the answers. Let's go ahead and get started. There are only 7 questions in this lesson. Number 1 says, virtual pet. Whoa, check out this cool pet. It's a dog. Dogs are pretty cool though. Do this. Play the virtual pet program. Read the code to see how it works. You can even make changes. So let's do that first. We're going to click run to play the virtual pet program. Looks like we can feed the dog or give the dog a tennis ball or click on him and he makes a noise. Let's do the second bullet. Read the code to see how it works. You can even make changes. We'll use our little arrows here to make some more space to get down to the workspace. Come on. I guess that's all it wants to give us. Let me move this for us then. So we have when run, set the background to whatever this little rock print is. Then it's going to make a new dog sprite at that location. It's going to make pet food and tennis balls at those locations. It's going to set the size of all 3. It's going to make the ball and the food draggable. When the ball touches the dog food, it's going to change the dog size by 10, so it's growing because it's eating. I don't know if you can tell that, but I thought I would do it really fast. That doesn't want to grow anymore. Then when we do the tennis ball, and it plays the sound, the crunching sound. When the dog touches the tennis ball, the dog stops everything else he's doing and begins spinning to the right and plays that sound. And when the dog is clicked, it stops everything else it was doing, points to the north, and makes the puppy sound, which that means if it's turned from the ball, it's supposed to automatically turn. Getting kind of glitchy. It's supposed to be when you click on it, stops turning. Let's get to the answers though. I know that a lot of you are just here to kind of get an explanation of what we're supposed to do, not what's wrong. What happens when the pet touches the other sprites? We already went over that from the code. What happens when you click the pet? We went over that. Run the code and play with the pet. When you were done, clicked finished. Finish. The answer for number 1 is literally, once you've done that, just to click finish. Yes, you could just click finish and move on to the next question. As I always tell students that I teach in person, you could do that and you, for some courses, will get your points because this is green, but you won't learn a dang thing. And then how are you going to make your own animations and games and apps and things in the future? So if you're actually interested in coding, it's worthwhile to go through the steps. Suppose if you're just trying to get the answers and don't care if you ever learn to code, you're going to do what you're going to do. Number 2. Now it's your turn to create your own virtual pet. Let's start by making sprites for your pet and its food. So do this. This one's optional. Click the Costumes tab to add new costumes to your project. So right now, let's see what sprites we even have. Let's get ourselves some room. We have... Oh, it hasn't set us up with anything other than this dog, the dog bowl. Oh, there, I misspoke. A bone and a tennis ball. I thought it was just going to be the ones from the last question. A bunny, a carrot, broccoli, lettuce, a cat, and another bowl of food. Oh, and mouse. There's more populating. Monkey, cheese, banana. So it seems like it's going to continue populating quite a bit. Not the hundreds that code.org has available, though. If you wanted to add something different, you could click new costume and search through them, but let's just use the ones they have. So we'll go back up here over on the left to click code, not the code.org logo. Make 2 sprites with different costumes. No problem. So we're going to make a dog sprite, and then let's make, I don't know, let's do something different than what we did last time. Monkey. So instead of a dog and its food. Choose 2 different locations for your sprites. Right now, this one's populating at 200, 200. If you haven't seen my other courses, let me just tell you really quickly that there are X, Y coordinates, excuse me, on this playing field / area, whatever you want to call it. Normally, the coordinates in the middle would be 0, 0. If you do something like Scratch, or if you're used to graphing from, say, algebra or something, you'd be used to 0, 0. For whatever reason, Scratch wants them to, or excuse me, Code.org wants them to all be positive numbers. So they don't have the other 3 quadrants. They only have the upper right quadrant, which puts 0, 0 down here. You can see I can't quite get to 0, 0, but you can tell it says X3, Y2. So you're only looking at this top right quadrant of what you would normally be thinking of. Okay, so that being said, if we want the dog to appear over here, we can click this little pin. I'm gonna do it for the monkey as well. Sorry, it's a bit laggy since I'm also recording my screen, and put him over here. Or you can just kind of guess at what those numbers will be based on the fact that this is 1 and, 0, and it goes up from there. And then this is 0 again, and it goes up from there. So this one's at roughly X302, Y107. So this one's at X80 and about Y107. It's kind of hard to tell where the middle is when it's this tiny. If you don't understand that, though, don't really need to know how to do X and Y coordinates. With Code.org, you can just drag them. The last one, number 4, says change the size of your sprites with the set size block. So we're going to go back to sprites and get this set size block. I really wish it would let me move this up more so you guys could see better. Yes, we'll scroll down. We're going to set the size to, I don't know, you can set it to whatever you want. I'm going to set it to 120. And then I'm going to go in and grab another one of those and set the size for the monkey. And the monkey's a little bit bigger. Oh, that dog is tiny. Let's set it to 220 and see what that comes out to be. Oops, go back. There we go. So there's 200. And let's set the monkey to, I don't know, 150. Let's see how that comes out. Yeah, they're a little closer in size now. I don't know, because it seems like a monkey would be smaller than most dogs that look like that. That looks more like a medium-sized dog to me. It doesn't really matter, though. Oh, I feel ridiculous. I could have clicked OK and gotten us a tiny bit more room earlier. Let's click Run. Our timer is going to run out, which is what that's doing. And it's going to tell us we can continue because we did the 4 things that it asked. Number 3. Come on, number 3. Next, let's make it so the user can move the food to your pet with the being draggable behavior. Do this. Add a sprite begins block to your code. So we are going to go to behaviors, which right now is the 4th one down, and get this sprite begins. And I'm going to put it after I set the size. After I set the size for the dog, I'm going to, number 2, find the being draggable behavior and add it to your code. So under behaviors, there are normally tons of different things listed and you can edit them. Again, watch my lessons that come after this, the higher level lessons, and I will explain, or you can watch some of my videos on like how to make an animation or how to make a game, and I will explain how to edit these blocks. But for now, we are just going to look for the being draggable, which is usually, as I say, it's usually at the top. And then number 3, press run. So we now, I know it's kind of difficult to see. Let's see if we can click OK, like in the last question, get ourselves a little more room. There we go. So we have this checkered black background, black and white checkered background, or gray and white, I guess it is. A dog, size 200, that it's draggable, and a monkey, size 150. So when we click run, we should be able to put our mouse there. Sorry, trying to do too many things at once. Let's do it again. So we should be able to click here and drag him around. Number 4. Code.org is loading a little slowly today. I know it's not my internet. They're a nonprofit. Sometimes They don't always have the fastest load speeds. They're not super quick to make updates and changes when things are goofed, but they do their best for a nonprofit. Now let's use a new when touching event block to make your pet grow when it eats. So we already have it so the dog can be draggable. We're going to make it so that when, in this case, the bunny touches the carrot, so we're going to have to change these, something can happen. We could also make it so that the dog touches the monkey, but drag out a when touches event block, select your 2 sprites. So the when touches, where is that block? I don't remember. Wish I could hear you guys. You're probably saying, it's here, generic, it's here. Remove set change. Oh, it's events. Oh, I'm so silly. I forgot because it's something happening. So when they touch each other, when dog touches bone, and you don't connect these to the rest of your code because this is like run. It's an event when something happens, when the player interacts with the game or when a certain amount of time has passed. So when the dog touches, whatever, we'll just use the monkey. Oh, that's not a monkey. We kind of haven't set this up very well to be able to see the instructions and do this at the same time. So we could leave it a monkey. It doesn't really matter. They want you to make it, as I said, a bunny and a carrot. When the dog touches the monkey, use change size block below this event to make your pet grow. So you can change the size. I'm going to change it a little bigger just so it's easier to see. I'm going to have it changed by 30. So we're going to click run. We're going to drag the dog over here. Let's do that again so you can see. He grows. Let's reset it. 30, he'll go back to his correct size because you set his size right here. So he'll always go back to being 200. If you hadn't done this, by the way, he would be the same size as last time the game loaded. In fact, let's look at that really fast. That's his default size. If we click run, drag him to the monkey, it makes him bigger. He won't move. Now he's stuck. But if we keep dragging to the monkey, it'll make him bigger and bigger and bigger. When we click reset, he should still be bigger. Let's see. Just going to make him way bigger. Now let's see if he is when we click. Oh, he's not. Not sure why. If anybody can figure out why, put that down in the comment, please, because normally we change his size. So he should be starting over every time at the default, or excuse me, he should be starting at the default size and then changing this amount, and that's not resetting. Yeah, it seems like he should still be big when you click run again. Oh, see, now he is. I don't know. All right, let's continue on. Play a sound when your pet eats its food. So I think those are in world. It's been a while since I've done that. Yes, I have. So, eats his food. If they're going to phrase it that way, I don't really like the dog touching the monkey. It's called food, but whatever. So we can click play sound choose. Click choose again. You can find any sound you want. Let's see if there's like a crunch. I spelled it correctly. There might be. Clicky crunch. Let's try that. All right, so now we'll play that clicky crunch sound every time the dog eats the monkey, which is morbid. So let's change it. I don't want to leave it that way. Poor monkey. All right, so now when it's run, he will not only get bigger, but he makes that little noise. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, if it's picking it up on the mic or not, but it's kind of making this little, I don't know, that wasn't a good representation of it, but it's making this little clicky sound. Now, at the bottom it says, your food and pet touched, but your pet did not grow. Add the change size block to the when touching event block for your food and pet. And I do have change size right here. So something is messed up today with code.org. and the size. So I could be correct that it's supposed to be starting when we take this out at the same size as it ended the last game with. Let's go ahead and refresh and see if that solves the problem. Dum-de-dum. Oh, it's not saving my work. It's gonna make me do it over. I'm gonna cry. Let's see. Okay, it did not. Oh yeah, because it would have been a monkey if it made me do it over. So let's see if now it will go. Where is our event? It's been moved down here. When dog touches dog food, change dog size by 30 and make this sound. So let's try it again. Yep, now he's getting bigger. It just needed to be reset. I didn't change the code at all. He is growing. We just saw him grow, code.org. I know that's the correct answer. So I'm not really sure what's up with code.org. Like I said, if you can see what's messing up, either the set size, that it's not staying the same once we change it. I wonder if... Let's try this. This still doesn't work though. If you can figure out why this is kind of glitching or what I have messed up on, please put it down below in the comments, and then I will go back in and make an edit to this and explain it to you guys. Yeah, it's obviously getting bigger. We can all see it getting bigger. This is not affecting it. I'm not really sure what the deal is. We're going to go ahead and go on to question 5, the mini project. It says, create a virtual pet. Next, let's add another draggable sprite for your pet to play with. This could be a toy or even a friend. So we have these two. They want you to add an additional sprite. Do this. Number 1, make another sprite, which is what I just said. So let's make them... Get some more room now that I know how. Make them... I don't know, a dog and a... Well, maybe we'll make the monkey again. Maybe he's friends with the monkey. At least he's not eating it now. Let's make the monkey. All right. Now he has a little monkey friend. His monkey friend can start in the middle. That's fine because the food and the dog don't. 2, choose a costume to represent your pet's toy or friend. We did that. 3, optional, change the size of your new sprite. I actually think I'm going to make him kind of tiny. Make him a little toy monkey. So let's go into sprites. Get set size. Change it to the monkey. Oops. And now we have a tiny little monkey for our big dog who needs a lot of food, so he's got big food. Give the new sprite the being draggable behavior. So the last thing we have to do is go to behaviors. The new sprite is the monkey sprite. So we'll go here. Let's make some room for ourselves by dragging this down. Go to behaviors and get being draggable, which, like I said before, I'm pretty sure is the top one. It usually is. And the monkey is now draggable. See if that works. Yep. And the dog is also draggable to the food. And that's what they wanted. Let's go on to number 6, mini project. Create a virtual pet, because we are building from one question to the other on this lesson, hence the link right here. Now let's show your pet's excitement by giving it a behavior when the new sprite touches it. So when the monkey and the dog touch, the dog is going to be excited because he has a new toy. So do this. Add another when touches block to your code. Select your pet and its toy or friend. So we're going to go to events. When the dog touches the monkey, we can't see because the 2022 version doesn't let us move this without clicking OK, which is annoying. Okay. When dog touches monkey. 2, use a sprite begins block to give your pet a new behavior when the new sprite touches it. So behaviors. Sprite begins. Maybe we should just have him get like kind of excited because he's got a toy. So jittering, controlling, shrinking, wandering. I don't want him to walk away from the other toy. So let's try jittering and see how that does. We'll click run. If the monkey, which is draggable, touches the dog, oh, I don't know if you can see it on, but it's kind of increasing and shrinking in size over and over and over. Optional challenge, play a sound to show your pet's excitement. Still think something's not right, but let's do the optional one first and then see what we have. So we'll put this right here. Choose a sound. I'm not going to spend a lot of time picking a sound this time. I'm just going to get some random, I don't know, here. There we go. Dice throw sound. I don't know. Maybe that's the crunching sound of the squeaker in the toy. In there, he can go here. That's actually a better sound for eating. Something's not quite right. So I'm not sure what it is that's not quite right. Usually when it's not right, they will tell you down here a hint of what you have to do. Also, sometimes there will be little light bulbs right here with a number in them, 1, 2, 3, and those are hints for what you need to do. This one does not have a light bulb. I'm going to just go back through it again. If maybe I'm just a little extra tired today, but again, same thing as we did with question 4. If you can figure out what is goofed in this, please let me know. Put it down below in the question or in the comments and say that it's for question 6 or question 4, whichever one you have solved. And I will update this video. And if nobody can solve it and I'm just not missing anything, then I will send off a comment to code.org telling them that the 2022 course has some goofs, for lack of a better term. Okay, add another when touches block, done. Use the sprite begins block to set and to give your pet a behavior when the new sprite touches it. Maybe they want this to be the monkey. It's about the only other thing I can think of that they're looking for, that they want the monkey to do something. So let's try that. Now the monkey is jittering. I don't really know why a toy would do that, but it still does not like it. All right, I'm not really sure, guys. So numbers 4 and number 6. If you can see why it's not letting me continue, let me know. We also have the option, since I am a teacher, to do the 4 teachers only and see what's in here. So at the end of this lesson, I will go in here for questions 6 and 4 and see if I can figure it out. But before we do that, let's tackle question 7. It is a free play question, which usually means you can do pretty much whatever you want. They give you some suggestions, and there'll usually be a finish button. Right now, for this one, though, on lesson 8, it says, great job. What else can you add to your program? Try anything you like. Try these ideas. And so it gives you some ideas. And you can literally add anything you want on here. First thing I want to do is get rid of this boring background. So I will do that quickly here. They can be in outer space. We got to go back on here and pick space. There we go. But you can make any changes you want. It doesn't have to be something so simplistic as changing the background. Once you've done it and clicked run, here, let me drag some around. Your dog, eat your food. Okay, I'm sure it's delicious. Now we click finish and it'll let us go. So we're going to go back to questions 4 and 6. If you have figured it out, like I said, please comment down below with what it is I goofed on. Let's see what they think I goofed on, though. Number 4. And then we'll be finished with lesson 8. While we're waiting for this to load, please comment on those 2 questions, like I said, or anything else you want to say. If you would like to post links to things you have created, feel free to send them to me, and I will look over your games or your animations or anything. Happy to help problem solve, that kind of stuff. And of course, subscribe if I haven't already said that. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. The subscribing really helps so that I can start going live from mobile and doing some more stuff with you guys. All right, 4 teachers only. Question 4, mini project. Nope. Nothing that's going to help us. So that's going to be it for lesson 8. If you can figure out why it is not telling me I have completed numbers 4 or 6, comment down below. Otherwise, I will see you guys. I will post lesson 9 in the next couple of days. As of now, this is January 29th. So maybe hit those post notifications, the bell icon, if you want to know lesson 9. It should be up in probably the next 2 days. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.